All rights to the clips that I show are to AMC's The Walking Dead. Hey everyone, Jacob here from J.D.T. and welcome to another Top 10. And today's Top 10 is Top 10 Walking Dead deaths, so a huge spoiler alert is in place. You've probably seen it before the intro. I'm not doing any honourable mentions, we're just going to go straight into the list. Number 10 is a odd one, to say the least. It's not one that people would expect me to put on here. It's Shiva. Shiva the tiger. He was mauled to death by walkers trying to save Ezekiel. This death made me really sad because it's not nice seeing a tiger die, even though it was CGI. But Shiva was epic, and it was sad to see it go. I didn't expect it either. Number 9 is Henry. I could have put any of the Pike victims on here. I put Henry here because this was the most important death to that Pike scene in Season 9, Episode 15. And it was just... It just made Alpha a villain to be reckoned with. Henry's death was unexpected because he'd started a new story with Lydia, and the kingdom was all coming together. But then, yeah, it happened, and it was a shocker. Now on to number 8 is Merle Dixon. Merle Dixon was shot by the governor. He went out on his own mission to try and kill the governor. His cover got blown and he had a fight with the governor, and the governor shot him.
I ain't gonna beg. I ain't begging you. No.
Sad because I like Merle Dixon even when he was a bit of a poohead, and he was starting to get on a good arc, but then he was killed. It was just sad. Most of these will be how sad I am or how it affected the Walking Dead series. Number 7 is Dale, a walker that Carl found in the swamp areas, came back, followed him and killed Dale. Like, boom. Dale was a character that was loved by many and was the only person who had the decency to say, maybe we shouldn't kill Randall. Maybe we shouldn't. But then he died. It was sad. The first emotionally impacting Walking Dead death to me. Number 6 is the governor. The governor was in a fight with Rick while having his third attack on the prison. And he was about to kill Rick by crushing his throat, but Michonne was in there, stab, and then Lily Chandler shot her in the head. It's in there because it was the end of an era in the Walking Dead series. The governor dying, shocker. Well, it wasn't a shocker, you could see it coming, but I thought it could have gone to... In my opinion, the governor should have lived until Season 5. The end of Season 5. But that's just me. Number 5 is Shane Walsh, who was stabbed by Rick before he could shoot Rick. Shane dying was unexpected. I was expecting Shane to be a long-term member of the Rick's group, but obviously he had his thing about killing Randall, making plans, keep trying to kill Rick, making everything go wrong. He couldn't have lived any longer. So, but it should have happened in the Season 2 finale. But yeah. Number 4 is Hershel Greene, who was decapitated by the governor.
Liar.
Hershel's death I did not see coming, and it was saddening because I like Hershel. In season 2, he was a bit of a poo-head, but as of season 4, he was a main character. Everybody loved him, and the governor made himself look like a bigger threat than he already was by killing him. Obviously, in the same episode, he died, but it was really sad. Very sad, in fact. Number 3 is Abraham Ford. Hear me out. I can hear you all typing. This should have been higher. The next 2 are mainly because they affected the show more. But Abraham Ford obviously was chosen by Negan to be Lucille.
You're all gonna be doing that. Taking it like a champ. Fuck. My nuts.
In episode 16, we're all left wondering, who did Negan hit? It was obviously Abraham Ford. And it was sad to see Abraham Ford go because everyone loved Abraham Ford, obviously. Where would all the one-liners be without him? Exactly, they're nowhere. But it was very saddening. And his final words are probably why he's number 3. He said, "Suck my nuts," as his last word. The absolute legend. Number 2! Number 2 is Carl Grimes. Don't get me wrong, this death should have never happened. It's one of the biggest mistakes AMC has pulled. Because Carl was the future of the show. He was axed. It was shocking, because we only found out his bit. He shot himself in the head before reanimation. And it was really sad because he'd been there since season 1, obviously. And it was just so unexpected. And to see Rick and Michonne be like the way they were, it's not very nice. And number 1, you could all see this coming, is Glenn Rhee. Obviously, he had the same fate as Abraham Ford in season 7, episode 1.
Back to it.
It's all Daryl's fault, even though I love Daryl, but it was his fault for punching Negan. But obviously, he was Lucilled by Negan. And Glenn Rhee's death was heartbreaking, like, very emotional. And even though it happened in the comics, I don't think many people were expecting it to happen because Abraham had the fate and 2 people didn't die in the comics. But it happened, and it was just... Leave a like, comment what you want me to do next, subscribe for more.